based upon, hearing you share with us. But for those of you that do not know, Khadijah J. Head is a third generation member of the Georgia, like she says, oldest Black owned plumbing business, Head's Plumbing and Service. And they're located in Southwest Atlanta area. I'm not going to read all of her bio because I think she does a better job at just sharing in her own words. But I would like to just encourage all of you to just think, as you're listening to her, to just think about whatever it is that you do for a living in terms of your craft. How do you creatively pivot, if you will, and pivot in terms of being open to receive whatever the universe has for you? And it does not have to be a blockage or a struggle. It just may be an idea, a thought, a hunch of something you might want to do differently. And so with that in mind, help me welcome Khadijah J. Head. Good afternoon, Khadijah. How are you today?
I'm well, and thank you for having me today.
Absolutely. We've been talking about creativity. And what I'd like to do in having you share, and it would take, we weren't able to have the kind of dialogue when we were on the podcast that we're going to have now. But what I'd like to do is have you just share a little bit about how you got here and how you envision your creativity playing an important part as a part of what you do. Because I would definitely say, as a contractor, and you've been blowing up social media, that to me is creativity at its best. So welcome to the podcast.
Thank you so much for having me. And as always, I want to start with gratitude. I'm always thankful for an opportunity that I am able to be surrounded by like-minded individuals who have a passion to learn, grow, and share. And thank you so much for speaking such kind words over me. You never know when you are ready to receive a message. So I appreciate you taking the time to just speak to me in front of the group and speaking such kind words and gratitude over me. Again, my name is Khadijah J. Head. I'm a third generation member of Georgia's oldest Black-owned plumbing company, Head's Plumbing Sales and Service, Inc. I am a product of entrepreneurship. What I mean by that is Head's Plumbing is a company that prior to my parents and my grandparents manifesting something from their mind to paper and put it into reality, it did not exist. So the essence of creativity at its best. And like most children of entrepreneurs, I saw the family business as just something that my family did. I never quite understand the uniqueness and gratitude of it. The bulk of my professional career has been encapsulated in being a Division I college basketball coach. So I began working my first job in 2005, where I coached college basketball from 2005 all the way up, fast forward to 2001. And so I was a outside viewer of the family business. And it was just always something that, my grandparents did, my parents did, and my brother went on to do. I could never envision that it would be something that would be so important to my forward facing future until we ran into the crisis of COVID. And that allowed me the stillness and the calmness in the most chaotic time in your life to really understand, like, where do I want my feet to stand? Where do I want my footprints to lie? And for me, there is so much power in your name. Again, my last name is the business. My last name is the brand. It is creativity at its essence. So as I sit before you today and talk about how creativity has played a role in my life, I always have been unknowingly drawn to the family business. And thankfully, I'm an 80s baby. So I'm a product of social media, as Ann has mentioned. So that has always been a way for me to insert my creativity in the business, where I was able to promote, hey, this is what we're doing as a profession. This is what we're doing in the community. Here's an inside look inside of our business. So I say all that to say, creativity is what you make it, and what you make it is what will become of what you ask out of life. Be careful what you ask inside of your mind, because the world will definitely give it to you, both good and bad.
Thank you so very much for that. I am just sitting here thinking about for myself, when I think about creativity and I think about social media and just the connectivity of the two in terms of being able to elevate the brand. And I think that you have already, whether you know it or not, I think you've already taken what your grandparents and your parents and your brother are building to an entirely different level, because what it is doing is positioning you for not just you, but the brand and the brand awareness to people who are actually looking for you. And you know that from the government sector. I had a meeting today, actually yesterday, and we'll talk about this on another call, but the National Association for Black Women in Construction, we're highly political and we're highly connected. In Georgia, actually, we had a meeting yesterday with the mayor's office, and talking about how our members are able to connect with the city and Duval County, of course, not Duval, but the other county in Atlanta. It starts with Fulton, not F, it starts with an F. Thank you, Fulton County. But many of our members, which we have probably 50 plus members in your area, Khadijah, and like I said, I'll connect you with them. But just looking at how, and also I'm thinking about Gloria's in Atlanta too. So when I left you, Khadijah, when I first met you, the next day I was at Gloria's event in your city. So if the two of you can connect, and also Gloria's a member of NABWIC too. Oh gosh. Oh my goodness, Gloria, I need to talk to you about our education committee. But anyway, you know, we're just all one big happy family here, from IMA to CSI to NABWIC to all of the above. It's all the same thing. And that is, how do we help support each other to have a better quality of life in every area of our lives? But what I was saying though, for you though, and I will open up for questions for a few minutes, and we'd invite you to stay if you want. And if you can't, then we understand. But what I'd like to do is just go around for our members that are here, if they have any questions of you in regards to your story and or your business. Gloria, Tanya, Michelle, Vanetta.